Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Matthew from Koreaboo Corona back with another Market Watch. Today is Wednesday, March 10th. And before we get started, I just want to remind everybody that we are now a TCG Player affiliate. So I'll put the link down in the bio. So if you see anything that you like throughout the video, just go ahead and use that link. It will help support the channel if you buy using that link. So let's just hop into it. First, we're going to take another look at the McDonald's 25th anniversary booster packs. The packs are hovering around $6 now. It seems like they were around $5 last week, so they're kind of inching up a little bit. You see these prices, the common Pikachu is around $2.50. It was like $5 a couple weeks ago, so that's kind of evened out. And the foil Pikachus are running around $38 each. So this is still kind of like the big chase card. I mean, some of the others, like the Charmander foils and stuff, are also worth a little bit as well. We can check that out as well. If we go and we check on this as a hollow foil, we'll see these are around $8-9. So I wouldn't recommend buying these for the pull rates. If you're buying McDonald's that has some and you want to get a Happy Meal just to try your chances, do that. But don't scalp it. Obviously, no one likes a scalper. Next, we're gonna be taking a look at battle styles, which is something that personally I'm starting to get a little bit excited for. We started to see some spoilers in the last couple of weeks. I know Leonhardt had an opening, so I went ahead and I pre-ordered a box from TCG Player, actually from this seller that's here. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. They're just the cheapest people, and I used my affiliate link, so don't forget about that if you do decide to do it as well. But they're, you can get a box for around $162 with shipping, so that's not too bad. After taxes, it's probably around $170. So I think that's not too bad for 36 packs of Pokemon cards. Getting anything nowadays is really hard, so I'll take what I can get. And we're actually going to look at some of these kind of previews. Like, obviously, the prices we're going to see when I look at these are not going to be the prices when they release, but you can kind of get an idea of what people are the most hyped for. So we're going to take a look at that. Now we've got this single strike Urshifu V Max alternate art secret. Now I've only got two sellers, and they're pre-selling at kind of ridiculous prices, but this is a card that people are really excited for. We've got the Rapid Strike Urshifu V, the alternate full art. So it seems like these alternate full arts are kind of like the things that people are looking at. We've got the Karina's Focus secret. We've got the Phoebe secret. So we got some full art trainer cards. We got the waifus. So everyone's always usually excited about those. And we have the normal Phoebe full art also having like a pretty decent price. We can take a quick look at the other battle style stuff. I forgot to pull up the Tyranitar V alternate full art. This is the thing that I think most people are most excited about. It's the one that I personally am the most excited about. I think this is the coolest. There's not really any that you can pre-order right now. I expect probably once the set's released, they'll probably be around $90. I don't think it's going to be as much as like a Charizard, but I could be wrong. In the rest of the set, you've got a couple other things that I didn't pull up. You've got the Level Ball, you've got the full art Karinas, you got an Empoleon V alternate full art. Well, I love Empoleon. Empoleon's one of my favorite Pokemon, so I'd love to get a V or an alternate full art V of this out of the box. Tapu Koko VMAX secret. We got these more of these kind of like secret energies, which I always think are a good idea. They may not like be super expensive, but I think they're super cool. Next, we're going to jump into everyone's favorite topic, Shining Fates. So the boxes are coming down, which is a positive. You have to go to the second page to find like a real listing. Everything else is just like trainer codes and all that kind of stuff. But it is about $95 shipped on TCG Player for the Shining Fate. So it has come down a lot from those, pre-sale values of about $120, $130. It's still too expensive, but this is a sign that what we're doing is working. If you are refusing to buy this product, then the scalpers can't offload it and they have to lower their prices. And if we give them a hard enough time, they're not going to want to do this on the restock or with future products. So just keep on what you're doing. Keep on not buying, only buying at MSRP, calling out scalping when you see it. And hopefully we'll get to a better place. Just another kind of reference, it's $90 over on eBay. So this is the cheapest you can get it, but still don't buy it at this price. Stick it to them. Don't let them extort you like that. So we're going to take a look at some of the other sealed products, also kind of gone down a little bit. These premium collections are down to around $70, which is some nice movement down. The tins, this is the cheapest tin that they had, around $55. So that's only $20 more than MSRP. So we are making some progress. And now we're going to take it, the reason why everyone wants to sell, the reason why it's so expensive is this Charizard. It has continued to come down. It's not holding that 650 price point. It's come down to about 420. So it does still have some room, I think, to drop so I wasn't expecting, kind of the community to band together as well as it has. So the fact that we have kind of made these scalpers start lowering the prices means that the cards in the set their prices should also continue to go down. So, I mean, I think this Charizard does have, it might end up where the Champions Path Charizards are at around 300. That might kind of be its like final resting place. So if you're thinking of picking one up, don't forget to use the TCG Player affiliate link, but you might want to wait because it might actually bottom out way below this. We're going to take some other big hits. The Suicune. This one is hovering around $57. This is the second biggest hit from the Shiny Vault. So that is quite a drop off. Nothing like Hidden Fates where, there's the super expensive Charizard that's a couple hundred, and then you've got several others that are over 100. So definitely don't be looking at Shining Fates like it's Hidden Fates. They are different sets. Hidden Fates is much better. Like Shining Fates is great. I love Shining Fates. When I was opening it, I was having a great time, but you can't be treating this like Hidden Fates where you just, have some stuff and you hold on to it. It's going to be worth $150 2 years later. That's not necessarily true. We're already seeing that the demand is coming down. So just keep an eye on that. There's also way more Hidden Fates available. So that's, another thing to consider. Got the Ditto V Max. This guy hovering around $32. The Eternus V Max, the gold and black version, around $29. The Lapras V Max going down to about $22. Everything's on its way down. This set is very top heavy. It's Charizard or bust if you want to get your money back. This Eternus V is also the gold and black version, around $23. And so this is the actual kind of this is the third best card in the set, and it's not even from the vault, is this Skyla full art holding around $51, which is, pretty good for a full art trainer card. I mean, it is, waifu tax, all that, but just something to note. Other full art trainers are doing okay. Got the Poke Kid hovering around 19. You can see that, Ball Guy is around 13. Rose is around 6. So a lot of the other ones aren't over, much over $10, but this is kind of the second best one is the Poke Kid. So next we're going to look at Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage, was hard to get when it came out, and it's been even harder to get in the last couple of weeks. The booster boxes are around $200, which isn't completely unreasonable. It's only $40 more than MSRP. So if you were going to pick up Vivid Voltage, I'd probably suggest going with the booster box instead of the Elite Trainer boxes, because those are just keep going up. They're at $95 now. We're almost at $100. They have surpassed the Champions Path Elite Trainer boxes. So these are super hard to come by. If you've got one, it's worth a lot. I don't recommend secondary market selling unless you're in a really big pinch or something. But definitely wouldn't be buying these right now. Just buy the booster box. By the time you've bought 2 of these Elite Trainer boxes, you could have just bought a booster box, and the booster box will have more than twice as many packs as 2 Elite Trainer boxes. So just save yourself some money and just go for the booster box at this point, because that's not a terrible price for a booster box. It's got really good cards in it. So I wouldn't recommend against doing it. So the reason why this set's so expensive, we got this Pikachu VMAX Secret, which is hovering around. We got these few sellers around here, a little bit under $380, who are trying to make some sales here, and so it's going a little bit down. I think it was $375 last week, so a little bit of an uptick, but overall I think it was a little bit over $400 a couple of weeks ago. So this one is on its way down as well. The Pikachu V Full Art is continuing to fall. This was $75 last week. This is down to around $68. I expect that this is going to continue to fall out. I don't think it's Pikachu is cool but it's it's a full art ultra rare. I don't think it can realistically hold this price. So I think it's going to continue to fall. The Nessa Secret, this one's kind of stabilizing around the $49, $50. You got a couple of motivated sellers down here, at the 47 range, but right under $50. I think this is a reasonable price for a pretty sought after secret rare for a favorite trainer that is also a waifu. The B Secret, similar situation. This one's around $34. Also, same stuff. You got the rainbow rare waifu trainer cards. They're always going to be somewhat valuable. The Alistair is holding, dipping to around $22. I think, this is probably about where you'll hang out for a while. It might go up over time. This is the one that I managed to pull, so I'm fortunate that it's going down, but that's just, how the market is. Next, you're going to be looking at the normal full art Nessa. This one, holding a pretty nice price as well, $29. It was weird when they were like neck and neck. They were like $60 and $50 for the rainbow versus the full art. So I'm kind of glad that Sense is kind of returned and they've normalized, because the full art should be close in price to the secret rare. That's just doesn't make any sense. Like, one is significantly harder to get. So one of them's got to budge, and this is the one that budged. So this is about where I expect it to stay for a while as well. So next we're gonna got to take our little look at Champions Path. I feel like I see people talking about this less now. I feel like the hype's really been taken up by Shining Fates and Vivid Voltage, and people are starting to get excited about battle styles. So you can, it's cheaper than a Vivid Voltage one, but it's still going to be around $80 for one of these, which I do not recommend. There's only 2 big hits. We're going to get to that. We've got the Charizard V Secret. This one is come down. This, we were seeing this was edging up towards 300 last week. Now we've got some motivated sellers down here at 275, 281. Then it quickly heads up to 300 before we get to the bottom of the page. But people are trying to move it. People weren't buying it at that $300 price point, so we're seeing people move their prices down. And then we've got the Charizard VMAX Secret, which is continuing the trend of going down as well, and is falling under the shiny one now. As it has for the last 2 weeks. So we're seeing, this is a verified seller over here at $265, so at least $10 cheaper. And so the value in Champions Path is slowly draining out. And I just wonder if that's because a lot of the attention has been brought on to the other sets. I think some of this pricing was hype, so it does give room for, this Shining Fates Charizard to follow suit, or it could follow the way of Pikachu. And it could be, the $400 card with one other good card in the set that kind of props it up. So depending on kind of what the sellers do and what the buyers do, it's all supply and demand. You can say something's worth something, but if someone won't pay it, it's not. So I personally think that Charizard's going to end up around 350, and then it's going to stabilize, and it's going to slowly climb up to around 450, and it's going to stay there for a while. But you guys can quote me on that, see if I'm right. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the Charizard VMAX from Darkness Ablaze. We've been taking a look at this. We've got someone trying to sell a damaged copy, but near mints are around 85. They're coming down a little bit. These were hovering around 95 the last couple of weeks. So the value in this set is kind of draining out. It seems like value in sets are kind of just draining out overall, almost kind of like a stabilization. Like there was a lot of hype, things were going crazy, and things are kind of settling down. So again, if you want this card, just buy it. It's cheaper than the Elite Trainer box, and it's cheaper than the booster box, and there aren't really any other good pulls. I think the next best thing is like an Oranguru Secret at around not Oranguru, sorry. It's a Secret at around $30. We can take a quick look here. Oranguru is from a different set. The Rillaboom Secret. And so the value in this set's kind of lackluster. Honestly, if you're going to buy some product, get Rebel Clash. I mean, I wouldn't pay these prices. Go get the booster box. The booster box is actually a reasonable price. It's around $160. But we're seeing just kind of like a shortage of Elite Trainer boxes because it's supposed to be the more accessible kind of product. People are buying. They're easier to buy because you can actually buy them in stores. You can't or big box stores, but $75 for this is too much. I shouldn't have to tell you that. And if you want one, just go buy the booster box. Use my affiliate link, but you can go and pick up a booster box over here for $185, which isn't, a great price, but it's much better than if you're buying the Elite Trainer boxes. And if you were going to buy any booster box, I'd probably suggest buying Vivid Voltage at this point, or Battle Styles. Get your Battle Styles pre-order in, because it's always fun to open new products. Next, we're going to be taking a look at the kind of the good cards you could get from Rebel Clash if you did manage to find one. Because I know that some shelves were still had some of these Rebel Clashes Elite Trainer boxes. I remember walking through Target and seeing a couple of them, and I didn't pick any up because Rebel Clash was really bad then. And now I wish I had one or two to open, but that's just how it is. If we always knew what was going to do well, we'd all be rich. But the Sonya is holding around $46, which is pretty good considering this set had no value for the longest time. Boss's orders at around $35, and we've got so this is just kind of a fun look. I was just trying to look at other versions of Charizard that were kind of holding ridiculous prices, and from a semi-recent set. So this is the Charizard from Burning Shadows, the Sun and Moon set. And as you can see here, the near mints for these that are around $450. So this is kind of I want to give an idea of where these Charizards could end up over time. Because Burning Shadows is, it wasn't a great set, but this is one of, it's a couple years old now. And this is just something that I think we can look at for where the Champion's Path Charizards could end up, and where the Shining Fates Charizard could also end up just in a couple of years. So this one, kind of set this is kind of what I consider a realistic expectation of this is going to be a final point, and that's kind of why I had that opinion earlier. Now that's going to be all for today's Market Watch. Let me know down in the comments down below if you're surprised by anything, and if there are any cards you'd like me to cover in future episodes. Don't forget that if you are going to purchase any product or singles that you saw in the Market Watch, or otherwise it can be for any TCG, don't forget to use the affiliate link. I'll put the link to that down in the bio. It really helps out the channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're also doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers for Charizard V promo, and at 1,000 subscribers we're giving away a Champion's Path Elite Trainer box. So don't forget about that. I just want to thank all of you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.